Hi, my name is Alexandria Montoya, and in this video I will be talking about how I used the CRAP test to determine whether or not the 4 sites we were assigned were credible. Starting off with WND, I reviewed an article titled "Fauci Gave $3.7 million to the Wuhan Lab." It was published 2 years ago, so it wasn't very current, and there were no revisions in that time. In this article, I didn't find it to be relevant to the topic of COVID-19 and the start of it at the Wuhan lab. The authority would be WND. For accuracy, I didn't find much accuracy. There was no supporting evidence. There was a biased tone towards Fauci. And really, I found that to be really the purpose of the article, was to basically bash on Fauci. For the second, I reviewed Reuters. Wells Fargo's relationship with NRA is declining, was the title of the article I reviewed. Published also 2 years ago. It did have a revision 2 years ago as well. So it's still not the most current article. It was relevant to the title, though, the information given. The authority was Reuters. Accuracy, I would say, was better. They did use quotes from employees at Wells Fargo, and the purpose of it was to emphasize Wells Fargo's distancing of themselves from the NRA. Third, I did a review on the Justice Gazette's piece titled "Bernie Sanders Wins California Landslide. 2/3 of his votes aren't counted." This one, there was no publisher, no revisions, and there was also no date that it was submitted. The authority would be the Justice Gazette. The support that went into this article was really baseless claims, and it did show a biased tone towards Hillary Clinton. And I feel like the purpose of this article was to convince the voters, or convince the reader of voter fraud that they couldn't prove. And lastly, I reviewed NPR and the article titled "New Zealand Says It Has Won Battle Against COVID-19. This was published 2 years ago, and there was a revision also 2 years ago because they had stated some information wrong. I do think it was a relevant article to COVID-19 and the progress being made towards ending COVID. There was supporting info from the New Zealand government and quotes from citizens of New Zealand. I think that the purpose of this article was to just inform of New Zealand's progress against COVID. And that's what I came to reviewing these 4 sites. Thank you.